We're called West Shore Brewing Company. We're named after the West Shore Railroad. My great-grandfather came to the area, started it on the West Shore, so worked for the railroad, and my family wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the railroad, so it's my own little personal kind of homage to that. 7+ years ago now, when I met my wife, one of her first gifts she bought me was the beginner homebrew kit. And even back then, I always wanted to start a brewery. It was always a dream of mine. So when we opened, I loved being a commercial brewer much more than I loved being a home brewer. I loved brewing on the bigger systems, really having that repeatability where I can, have a batch and it's the same, very consistent. Or now I can say, okay, I want to tweak this a little bit because I'm trying to improve little aspects every single time. We're constantly evolving and changing and trying to improve our products, and I've loved every minute of it. It's funny because I was always a German lager guy. Our system that we had for the last 2 years did not allow us to make lagers. We actually upgraded our capacity, and our cold side, our fermentation side, has more than doubled. It gave us a lot more control over various temperatures, so now we have one tank that's specifically going to be dedicated to lagers. So we might not have one that's around all the time, but you're going to see seasonal different lagers, from Hellas's to Schwartz beers to Bach's, Dunkel's, little things like that, which we can do because we're a small system. I do still love making the traditional beers, porters, stouts. Obviously, we all love making IPAs. We'll have various seasonals, the more traditional seasons that we do. But I also love brewing sours because the demands have been so great for them, but they allow us to be really creative with them, so I love doing it. Some of these fruited ones give us a lot of creative freedom to really make some exciting beer. I was always intrigued by the Buffalocal stuff. They seem to be really putting an effort into marketing Buffalo beer as a collective to grow a brand, grow a city, grow a recognition. The more breweries we have in that, the better the beer scene becomes in this area. The more the beer travels, the word of mouth gets out, and it helps Buffalo as a whole. The support with the Buffalocal brand that you see when you walk into these places is so important to little breweries like us, where you walk in and you see that branding, all these different breweries in bottles and cans at these stores. It just helps the scene grow as a whole. I mean, we could work so hard individually, and we wouldn't have the impact that all of us will have as a whole through all these different marketing efforts and displays, and the power that has. Every brewer has their unique signature, these unique spins on every individual style, where an IPA, even with the same ingredients at each place, will taste slightly different because each brewer has their own unique way of doing things. You see brewers like diving headfirst into a bag of hops, you're gonna smell. That's because each bag is a little bit different, where we have to play with that in a recipe. But those little variations that you get are what make it special. Like, everything comes together perfectly, and then you hope you can replicate it down the line. Running a brewery is a very fine line between trying to maintain some semblance of a personal and family life while growing a business. We have our fun. Like, don't get us wrong, when you see all us brewers together, we have our fun because we absolutely need that to not go insane. But no, it's a fun but very stressful and busy life. I am Buffalocal.
We are Buffalo.